What is going on, all my sweaty tryhards? FaZe Jeff here with another fantastic video, and today we're going to be talking about the maps that need to return to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Rebooted. I'm aware of the current issues with the Modern Warfare beta, such as really garbage spawns, heavy camping, bad map design, the whole mini-map debacle. But we're just gonna ignore those issues for right now and just sweep those under the rug. Everybody's already talking about that anyways. Now I know the developers said they wouldn't be reusing maps from other or older COD games, but let's face it, people. With Activision behind the Call of Duty franchise, we all know that there's gonna be some form of recycled content in this game, regardless of what the developers may say. I mean, just look at Booty Oil 4, for example. The game is literally nothing but recycled content, pretty much. It's just Black Ops 3.5. Anyways, today, this list, I'm not going to mention any DLC maps, because I don't actually own all the DLC in this game, or in these games. And I'm missing some of the DLC, and also I'm just gonna be covering the base maps that came with the game to begin with. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so I just blatantly lied to you, but the first map on my list for COD 4 Modern Warfare Remastered is gonna be Beach Bog. I feel like Beach Bog is a good enough map to put into the new Call of Duty game. I mean, technically it's an old map. It's just that it's been redone to not suck major ass like regular Bog does. It cleans up a lot of the sight lines, so that way you're not getting sniped from like 30 yards away by a dude sitting in the back of the map. And also, it's just a brighter, better looking map, and it's a lot more fun to play on, in my opinion. Next on my list is going to be Crash. I don't really know what it is about Crash. It's just a nice map to play, honestly. I kind of just enjoy it. Whenever it comes up in the rotation, I'm like, oh, sweet, Crash. It's still better than, Beach Bog or Bog, like regular Bog or Showdown. Also, and at least in Modern Warfare Remastered, uh, it was easier, or pretty easy to get headshots for your shotguns. That's what I learned, at least. Next on our list is Wet Work. Wet Work is one of those maps that is just fun to play, but the only thing that really ruins it is the sheer amount of grenade spam, like just cross map like all the time. It's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I could probably see if they tweak the map a little bit to perhaps have alternate routes. I could see how it could be good, how it could be better. I mean, but not sure exactly how that would work in this new game. And lastly on our list is Shipment. 100% needs to be in the next game. No doubts about it. No questions, no answers or buts. We need it, period. This is not up for debate or negotiation. Shipman is literally, like, I think the smallest map in all of Call of Duty history. Probably, I think it's even smaller than Rust from Modern Warfare 2. And it's also the only map in Call of Duty where you can call in an airstrike and get a 7-man feed, kill yourself, throw a grenade across the map, die, and spawn into your own grenade. It's actually amazing. It's even better in Domination. People who don't play Modern Warfare Remastered as much as I do usually get very frustrated when they play that map. But the only thing I tell them is you just gotta get used to dying on this map. Like, that's it. You're not gonna survive. You're not gonna go flawless. You're more than likely not gonna go flawless. The map, even on just regular 6v6 TDM, is just very hectic and chaotic. But that's what makes the map so great. So I'd definitely love to see this map return. in the new Call of Duty game. Oh, P.S. I also was supposed to have Vacant on this list, but I forgot to get gameplay for it. So yeah.
Good job, you nerd.
But basically, Vacant is just, you know, like it's like an abandoned office building. I'm sure you know what the hell Vacant is. I don't think I really have to explain this to you. But yeah, Vacant's a really good map, honestly. Also really good for domination too, if you can get the enemies trapped at the, I believe it's C flag. Uh, Basically the flag back inside of the office building, towards the back of the map. Because it's basically, you can get them caught in a spawn trap there, and it's really damn good for just mowing people down every time they come out the like little back room back there. And you got a good sight line down the hallways as well. Next up, Modern Warfare 2. One map that I'd really like to see return to the new Call of Duty games is Favela. Favela is basically this like village, as you can see from the gameplay. It's got kind of like this village where you can run across the rooftops and down in the streets, run through buildings. You know, I feel like this map would actually work pretty good in the newer Call of Duty game, like with the new engine and everything. It's a pretty decently sized map, and it's actually a really fun map to play as well. So I can see how this could be implemented. Next up is Highrise. Highrise is exactly what it sounds like. It's based on top of a building in the middle of a city. Highrise is such a simplistic map, but it gets the job done well. Like, it gets the job done good, pretty good. One thing I can recall very fondly all the time is just people getting cross mapped at the very beginning of the match. So like as soon as the match starts, you just hear a sniper just beam somebody before anybody could even take like more than 3 steps. It was kind of funny when it happened because everybody in the lobby would usually like flare up like holy shit, like yo, or everybody just be laughing their ass off. It's always a good time on that map. It was also pretty good for hitting trick shots, but I've always been garbage at trick shotting, so I've never hit anything. I've always just been more of a rusher, but hey, that's just me. And you've also got these little like neat side route, like this little like these pathways up to the top of the buildings as well. So it's not just like one area to explore. You got like, these upper areas of the map as well that you could utilize to your advantage. And that's what I really like about Highrise as well. I think it's a pretty neat feature to have in. And also they got these really weird teddy bears up there as well. Skid Row, not really sure. Maybe it's like it was a good map. It's a pretty decent map. Not exactly sure. I'd say it's one of my favorite maps, but it's not a bad map. I actually quite frankly enjoyed it. Most of the time. It just takes place like in kind of like in this little apartment complex, and like, you know, just abandoned apartment complex. It's got like holes in the floor so you can shoot people below in windows and you know whatnot, just the typical stuff. Also, the street cones do this when you shoot them with a shotgun. So yeah, fun fact. Next up, Rust. Rust is the OG map for 1v1s. I'm just gonna say I'd say it's a OG map for 1v1ing. Like, whenever you'd have beef to squash, Rust. Whenever you need to prove to your cousin who's the superior at Call of Duty, Rust. Whenever you just want to goof around with the boys, Rust. If you want to confuse the shit out of your girlfriend with some stupid social media thing, hit her with the Rust. Me, every time I stop playing Xbox and come back to playing video games, Rusty, Rusty, Rusty. Rust is, I'd say, probably the second smallest map, right under Shipman. Rust is a really damn good map for 1v1s and just goofing around with your boys and poning them. Alright, next game. Alright. Calm down, calm down. I know. I forgot to include Terminal. Terminal, literally one of the best maps. Maybe this is an overstatement from me, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think Terminal is probably one of the best maps in Call of Duty history. Maybe it's an overstatement, I don't really know. I can't really say. I just remember this was always such a fun map to play, whether it be custom games or multiplayer. It was just a really damn good map. It's fun to play. You know, whenever you show up in the rotation, you're like, you already know what fuck going on, boys. And who can forget No Russian? Alright, anyways, moving on. Modern Warfare 3. This game was really hard to find maps for. This game was just really hard to find maps for. Because I don't recall really liking a lot of these maps to begin with, besides maybe, like, besides Dome, but that's really about it. Dome, basically all the ones that are on this list is what are the maps that I kind of enjoyed. First on my list is Dome, as mentioned before. It's always just been a pretty good map. It's a small map with a little indoor section for close quarters, outer section where you can get some like medium range combat, perhaps, and then the dome itself, which was always a really garbage place to be at, anyways. So I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. Dome was it was one of those maps where you showed up and you're like, all right, bet, I'm down. Let's do it. Next on my list is Resistance, or Resistance, if you want to be French about it, which I am not. Resistance was a pretty damn good map. It took place in France. It took place like kind of like in the streets of France. So you had like this whole cafe area, and then it'd lead out into the street, and like you have this apartment building which acts as like a median for the map. So it's like a middle lane, a parking lot which also does the same, and you got the side routes like the other streets, like the hill, and then the street that leads up to the store. It was always a pretty fun map to play. Good. I feel like the design was it was pretty good. You know, of course, you'd always have the guys that camp in the house, but I mean, you know, with every Call of Duty game, you're gonna have campers. It's just inevitable. Village. This map, I'm not entirely sure how I felt about it, but just playing on it, to get footage for this video, well, not footage, but to get a feel for it for this video, it seems like a pretty good map. I could see how it could flow well. I don't think I ever really had a problem with it. You know, I could see how it'd work. Honestly, I could see how it'd work. And last but not least on our list, to wrap everything up, next is a map that shares the same name as all of my movies. Bootleg. I'm joking, by the way. FBI, please don't raid my house and destroy me or arrest me. I'm joking. I don't even buy movies, or I don't copyright or pirate movies in the first place. I don't even like movies like that. So, yep, I'd appreciate it if you just not, raid my house. Oh, there's a knock at the door. Anyways, this map, it's a map that I don't remember not liking. I think I remember the map being pretty good. Of course, I can't get any gameplay. And oh, but by the way, I know I've been using bots for all the Modern Warfare clips, and half these has just been me running around the map. It's because finding a match in 2019 is literally the epitome of AIDS. It's just the embodiment of cancer. Like trying to find a match in COD or COD MW2 is, yeah, nah. Modern Warfare 3, I don't know why, but Modern Warfare 3 to me feels so just funky and just janky that I can't even play it in the first place. So I don't know. Anyways, Bootleg is one of those maps. It takes place in like in a Chinese market area. You got your long light sign up.
Wow, my brain is just not functioning today.
You got your long lines of sight, so you can get your snipey boy on. You got your close quarters areas, so you can run around and make people rage with an AA-12. Overall, it's just a pretty solid map from what I remember. You know, I could see it probably being put in new game. I don't see why not. But yeah, those are really all the maps that I had. I literally had to go through every game. I went through every game, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, just to pick out these specific maps to put into a video. I know this video is a little long. That's my fault. I'm sorry. But I wanted to do these maps justice, or as much justice as I could do them with this garbage ass commentary. But anyways, if you agree with any of my map choices, or think I missed any, or just want to put your input into the comments, just do it. Just put some input into the comments below. Feel free to share your opinion. I always read the comments and I will reply. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, this has been a Mixed Guy out. Peace, and I'm gonna try to make the next video shorter. My bad, guys. Alright, adios. Hey, this is Mix from the future. I also forgot to tell you guys to hit that bell notification if you haven't already, so you never miss an upload. And please, oh please, share my video so it can get some more traction. And maybe I can turn this this little hobby of mine into a full-time thing. Maybe. A boy can dream. Alright guys, love you. Peace.